Hello everyone and welcome to your favorite news show, Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Lowe and today we join you from the Narrow Library here in Walvis Bay. Now as usual, we bring you the latest news, in this case sports news, weather and tides, and then we also bring you the highlights from the past weekend's rugby that took place at the Jan Wilkins Stadium here in Walvis Bay, where Sparta I clinched a victory over Kudus III. So you don't want to miss that one. Please stay tuned, we'll be right back after this. And now we bring you the latest sports news. Now, Quiseb United took points against Sorrento Bucks, which failed to pitch for the first match scheduled, while Swakop Netball Club defeated Sparta United with an impressive 48 points to 27 points in the second match. Now, Swakop established a 12-point victory over 8 points lead in the first quarter of play against Sparta, with a goal attacker Monica Netti and goal shooter Grace Garisis leading up front. Swakop continued with well-coordinated attacks and pocketed the second quarter with 20 to 16 points. Sparta tried to apply some pressure on Swakop in the third quarter. Swakop, however, had other plans and pocketed third quarter with 31 to 21 points. Swakop continued their fine attacking form in the fourth quarter and clinched the match 48 points to 27 points. Now, in some rugby news, defending champion Sparta I clinched the 28-17 victory over their coastal-based rivals Kudus III in a Namibia Rugby Union First Division League match. Now, the Sparta second team were dealt a 26-15 loss by a visiting Northern Force from Ochu. Now, the Sparta captain, that is Favan Versaghi, stated that it was a tough match. We knew Kudus were the team to beat, and I'm very proud of my team. We managed to stick to our game plan, kept our composure, and our resilient attitude pulled us through. Now, Sparta will be traveling to the north for the next game against Northern Force. They say they know what to expect from the team, so they expect nothing but a win against them. And then finally, for some upcoming sports action, Swakopmund will host the 8th African Tug of War Championships from the 30th of June to 2 July, adding another continental sports event the coastal town will host this year. Now, this will be the second time Swakopmund hosts an international tug of war tournament, with an estimated 300 athletes expected to participate. Namibia became the first African country to host the International Oceanic Tug of War Championships in Swakopmund during 1999, where Namibia ended in third position. Now, during 2020, the Namibian Tug of War Federation was given the opportunity to host the African Championships in Swakopmund, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the event had to be postponed and sponsorship was withdrawn. Now, the Namibian Sports Commission gave organizers the green light to host the event this year. But you can always head on over to our website, that is www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na to read all about the latest news of what's happening here in our mighty Erongo region. You can also send us your news. That's newstips@erongo.com.na. That's newstips@erongo.com.na. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Sparta I en Kudus III.
Hoofafrigter Frans Bekes van Sparta Rugby Club. Frans, welkom hier by ons.
Baie dankie, baie dankie.
Ek wil net vandag vir Frans bietjie vra, hoe was julle voorbereiding ten opsigte van hierdie wedstryd?
Dink die voorbereiding was baie goed geweest. Ons het 3 dae week geoefen en alhoewel ons nie so gereeld game time kry nie, was die ouens gereeld op die veld. Die manne het opgedaag, so hulle is lus vir die game.
Frans, is julle dan volle sterkte vandag?
Volle sterkte, as niemand beseer nie, so die manne is reg.
Faven van Sparta Rugby Club, hy is huidiglik die kaptein. Faven, hoe was julle voorbereiding hierdie week?
First of all, thank you for welcoming me, and we had a lot of preparation just to stick to our structures, make sure that we stick to playing in our system and not getting lost in the field, not getting thrown out to play their game plan.
For Faven, currently you are headlock with Kudus. What is the plan of action for you guys moving forward for now?
Basically, just to win this game, to get the points so that we can be on top, to put us in prime position, and to try and dominate the league. That is what we want to do.
Hier draf Kudus Rugby span dan op die veld, gelei deur Ernesto Bempton. Gevolg deur Faven, Versaghi met sy Sparta spanmaats, en dit beloof dan om 4 warm rugby te wees. Ek kan definitief sien as ek na die Kudus span kyk, dan kan ek sien daar is baie ervaring. Bempton tel die bal op. Skeieregter Johannes hard op sy vletjie. En dis 'n strafskop aan Sparta. Ongeoorloofde spel deur Nesh. En Faven lê aan palle toe. Kom ons kyk of hy die puntstand kan verder vorentoe vat. Kom vorentoe, tref hom met sy regtervoet. Wat maak hy? Dis tussen die pale deur en Sparta loop dan voor met 11 punte teenoor 5. 11 punte teenoor 5. En ons is in die 27ste minuut van die eerste helfte. Suitser gaan dan weer vir ons die wedstryd hervat hier van die halflyn af. Maar ek moet sê, die wedstryd word in 'n baie goeie gees gespeel. Die manne het nog eens mekaar gegryp hier. Die manne doen nog hulle ding. Hulle speel kliphard vorentoe en definitief lyk dit asof die rugby baie geniet gaan word. En die bal word ingeskop deur Suitser. Mooi daar geneem. Skeieregter Johannes hard op sy vletjie weer eens. Sparta het dan die bal op die grond vasgehou en Kudus Rugby kry dan nou geleentheid om weer aan te lê na die kantlyn toe. Dis Nesh wat die bal in die hand het. En hy skop die bal en die bal is so net buitekant die kwart. Net so buitekant die kwartgebied van Sparta word die lyn staan dan nog gevorm. Kudus Rugby Club het definitief klomp planne, as jy nog sien wie hier agter is. En dis Bempton wat opgaan met die bal, maar hy klap die bal en hulle verloor die bal vorentoe en dis 'n skrim vir Sparta. Maar duidelik kon jy sien, daar is nie kommunikasie gewees nie. En weer eens soos ek sal sê, dit die belangrikheid van jou vaste fasette, want dis 'n aanvallingsmoontlikheid. So jy moet seker maak dat jou vaste fasette dan reg is. Die manne moet weer breek. Ons nou in die 29ste minuut van die eerste helfte en nog steeds is Sparta op 11 punte en Kudus Rugby Club op 5. En die bal word ingesit in die skram in. Dis 'n geweldige goeie skram deur Kudus Rugby Club. Hierdie keer het hulle deur geskrim en nie onderop geskrim nie. So dit is hoekom die skeieregter onmiddellik kan gee en dis Nes wat vorentoe gaan met die bal. En hy los die bal agtertoe en dis Shumbi wat baie mooi en hy gee die bal terug. En dis Bempton wat oorgaan vir sy tweede 3. Bempton wat dan oorgaan vir sy tweede 3. So moet ons nou sê dis die grysbaarde van Kudus Rugby Club wat nou daar die loopie gedoen het. Dis die grysbaarde Bempton, Shumbi, al die grysbaarde, al die ou manne het nou hulle staal gewys. Ons staan nou uiteindelik met 11 punte vir Sparta en 10 punte vir Kudus Rugby Club. Terwyl Sitzer aanlê pale toe. Goeiemiddag kykers, ons is in die wonderlike geselskap van Kudus III se afrigter Cespro Lawrence alias Chippy, soos wat ons hom almal ken. Cespro, hoe was julle voorbereiding vir hierdie wedstryd?
Ja, ek dink dit was maar 'n bietjie van 'n moeilike een. Die ouens het maar maandag begin oefen van werkomstandighede en ouens wat van beserings afkom. Meeste van die manne wat nou hier begin vandag is ouens wat soos ek gesê het gewerk het en ouens wat van besering gekom. Maar hier by die einde van die week toe gaan dit maar goed.
Cespro, sê vir my, wat is julle verwagting van vandag se wedstryd?
Ek dink 'n goeie dag van rugby. Ons gaan ons game speel. Ek het die ouens gesê ons gaan nie te veel druk op enigiets sit nie om 'n gameplan redig te implementeer. Verstaan van dit gaan druk op almal sit as die gameplan nie gaan werk nie. Maar verder as ons moet kyk na net om die game te gaan geniet en ons vorentoe te vat.
Ons staan vanmiddag hier in die wonderlike geselskap van Kudus III se kaptein Ernesto Bempton. Ernesto, hoe was julle voorbereiding?
Ag wel, Donnie was, jy weet mos, was bietjie winderig, was baie warm. Manne het maar gesukkel om by die veld uit te kom, maar die laaste week was nogal baie, kan ek sê, die manne het, hulle is lus. Ek kan sommer gesien het op die veld, die getalle wat daar is. 'n Paar manne wat in die groep was, wat nou nie span gekry het, die so baie was ons gewees. Gewoonlik sukkel ons om die manne te kry by die veld en ons was net oorgetalle gewees, so die manne is lus so.
Ernesto, uiteindelik is julle saam met Sparta in die topposisie. Hoe dink jy, hoe gaan vandag se wedstryd verloop?
Nee wat, die game is nog nie gespeel nie, so ek sal seker nog nie dit kan sê nie, maar hulle kan altyd spanne gaan mos actually 'n groot game wees van is bragging rights vir die
Sparta 1 18 punte, Kudus III 17. Dis kaptein Faven wat dan gaan aanlê pale toe.
Eerste keuse is altyd die regte keuse.
Kom ons kyk wat gebeur met hierdie strafdoel. Baie netjies gedoen deur Karim en is nog 3 punte wat hy bysit. En dis 21 punte teenoor 17. 21 punte teenoor 17 en Kudus 3 is dan paar punte agter 21 punte teenoor 17. Ons sit hier in die 70ste minuut. Ons sit hier in die 70ste minuut van die tweede helfte. Daar's nog plus minus 10 minute speeltyd oor. 10 minute speeltyd is nog oor. En dis Nes wat vir ons die wedstryd gaan hervat. En die bal word baie mooi gevat daardeur nommer 2 Theo Kutsie en die bal is beskikbaar en hy kom agtertoe uit en dis Shimi wat heel dag die bal afvat, heel dag, maar hy verloor die bal vorentoe en dis Jarman wat die bal optel. Jarman wat die bal optel. Jarman wat die bal dan optel, maar ja, hy hou dan vas en dit is besit dan daar wat hy net so afgee aan Sparta. Besit wat dan net so afgegee word aan Sparta en dis Gimbeek wat vir ons kantlyn toe gaan aanlê. Daar's nog 9 minute oor in die tweede helfte. 9 minute oor in die tweede helfte. What 4-1?
Yeah, it was a very tough game. We knew Kudus, the other team, to beat here in the coast with us. I'm just very proud of my teammates. We managed to stick to our structures, to keep the composure and not to get lost in this game. And our never give up attitude pulled us through in the end.
Thank you very much, Fawan. And I believe from here on you are going to play the Northern Force there by their home?
Yeah. If that's our next game, we've played them before. We know what to expect from them as well. But I expect nothing less from my team but a win against those guys.
Congratulations and the best for the season.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Aquatic expert, one thing you need to put in mind when you come across the pool, you need to allocate where is a life-saving material. One of a life-saving material is that one. Why you need to allocate? Any person, either your loved one or just a person whom you find at the pool fall a drowning victim, you give him or you give her a life-saving material, which is a life ring. Second thing, you need to identify the shallow side and the deep side of the pool. You need again to identify if this pool is diveable. Can I jump in head first? Sometimes people you find out they are jumping any pool without a diving board. A pool without a diving board is not a pool for diving head first. You need to walk slowly in for your own safety. The pool which is having a diving board is the pool which you can dive in. The second thing or the third thing which I'll add on is we advise kids not to run at the pool. What will happen if you run at the pool? It's slippery. You fall, you injure yourself, or you fall on a deep side, which will cause drowning.
Your kiss is soft as a summer breeze, and you lift me up when you smile at me. When I'm with you, boy, I feel so fine. You make it summertime.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 24 minutes past 6 on Monday, and sunrise will be at 20 minutes to 8 on Tuesday. Walvis Bay will have a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A 9 northwest northwesterly wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. A 9 northwest northwesterly wind will prevail. Haines Bay will have a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. A 11 northwest wind will prevail. Arandas will have a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 7 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 30 northwest northwesterly wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 30 northwest northerly wind will prevail. Karibab will have a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 4 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 15 northwest northerly wind will prevail. And lastly, Omaruru will have a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A 11 northwest northwesterly wind will prevail.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, welcome to another exciting edition.
Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk, but you can always head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. You can join us on Telegram, or you can get in contact with us at 0811 7040. That is 0811 7040. That is our WhatsApp number. You can also send us your news tips. That's newstips@erongo.com.na. Newstips@erongo.com.na. If you want to let us know who you'd like to see on Erongo Talk or where you would like to see Erongo Talk. You can also check us out online. That is at oneup2.com, oneup2.com. Or check us out on TV. That is on DSTV channel 285 or on GoTV channel 94. So until next time, please stay safe. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.